Alright everybody, welcome back to another video from EF73. I know I haven't posted in so long, I'm so sorry, I have no idea why, but I just haven't. So now I just decided, okay, you know what, might as well re-upload my Rubiks Cube videos because the angle on them were so trash. So a lot of people have asked me, whoa, can you teach me how to solve Rubiks Cube? Because I've been doing it at places like school, and my friends are like, yo, can you teach me how to do it? And then I tell them, go look on my YouTube channel. So that's why I'm pretty much uploading this video, so that they can actually go to my YouTube channel and they'll actually find something. So here we go. I'm going to teach you guys the first layer in this video. And it starts by making a white cross with the pieces of the cross aligned to the opposite color from white. What I mean by that is, it'd be a white cross, like 1, 2, 3, 4 would be white. And then it'd be orange here, matching with orange, blue here, red here, and then green here. So basically like this, except this was white. So how you want to start is searching for a white edge piece, which is this, exactly this. It has to have white on it, and the other color could be anything else. So this color over here can be anything. So make sure it has white though. The easiest way I find is to hold the white at the bottom and to check for any edge piece, white edge piece in the top layer. So it could be here, 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 or here. So I see that I've already found one. And the best orientation is with the white facing on top. That is the best case you can get, or at least that's my opinion for the beginner's method. So what you want to do is match up the color. So remember, holding the white at the bottom and holding this white on the top. Sometimes you won't always get this case, but that's okay. I'm going to go through all the cases. So this case is the best, as I mentioned before, because all you need to do is align it and then connect it. So the way you align it is to find this color to match with this. Remember to hold white on the bottom. So in this case, I'm just going to put it on the table so that we don't get distracted by it. So you want to start by moving it to align it. So we check. This is not the right green part. We move it again. So this is correct. So we see how these two have matched. That's the first part. So now the second subpart, I should call it, is to match this with the white center, which is down here. And you can simply do that by doing an F move, which means front, twice. 1, 2. So it doesn't matter, I'm just doing a fancy way so that it's easy. 1, 2. So basically it's up here, and then we'll move it once to the side, and then once more to down. See how this is connected? We need to do that with all the pieces, except all the pieces won't have the same case. For example, next case, this. So you see how before we had white on top and the orange here? Yeah, that's the case. Well, we have the opposite of that case now. You see when you match it up to the correct color, it's not correct. This needs to be here in order for us to connect it. So what you want to do is obviously just start by matching it up first. So we've matched it up. This is the second case. And what you want to do is move this piece, this edge piece. So remember, white at the bottom. I'm going to be hinting that throughout the video, I think. What you want to do is move it towards your dominant hand. So in my case, this is my right hand and I write with my right. So I want to move it to here because this is my right side and this is my left. I write with my right and my right is my dominant. So what I do is I would move it towards the right. Alright, so this is my right hand. I want to move this here. Okay, so now it's at this hand. See, it's over here. Now what I want to do is match these two up. And that can simply be done by doing one move, which is bringing the right side down. So as I mentioned, bring it to your right or your dominant hand, and you take your dominant hand and you would put it down. You would take that hand and use it to move the side down. Now you see how these are connected? All you need to do is connect this. So instead of doing an F2 like we had up here, all we need to do, so we had this, we moved it to our dominant hand, put it down. All we need to do is one F. So not an F2, because that would end up bringing it over here. We just need to do one F. So we bring it down. And that's it. We've connected another piece. Sorry. Alright. So we have this. Now we search for our next piece in the top layer. So I see there are no edge pieces with white in the top layer. So now what I need to do is bring one to the top. So I search for any. So I saw one. So I'm going to take that one. Now that's going to be our fourth case. I'm just going to head to our third case. So I see our case over here, and what I would do is move it to the top. You always want to move it to the top. You don't have to, but that's when you get better. It's easiest when you put it to the top. So we can just do that by doing an F2. See how it's in the top layer now? Before it was in the bottom layer, which we're learning how to solve. We need to move it to the top layer by just doing an F2, as I mentioned before. So now we have the same case as before, which means move it to your dominant, bring it down, now connect it, and we're done. See how we've done these two? But now we realize we had one here, which is over here. Now we've broken it, because when we went like this, we had it up here, and we brought it down, we brought it to our dominant hand, and when we put it down, it disrupts this piece. See how it's like this? So we would go like that. I'm going to give you a different angle. So basically I would have to put it down, which means bring this piece up. So if I bring this piece up, then these two will connect. So now first what I want to do is connect this. Okay, so we have these two. And now I need to fix this. This can easily be fixed by just doing one F again. So that's it. So now we have the three pieces, and we're searching for the last piece. We searched the top layer if by chance it got there, but it didn't. So we search for it again, and there it is. It's inside. So this is the fourth case, and this is a case that I hate most. So what I would do, and what you should do, is bring it up. So make sure that you realize you're disrupting this case. You want to bring it to the top layer. All right? We've brought it to the top. Now move it away from the piece that you disrupted. You see how you disrupted this side? You wanna move it away from that side. So say suppose we were doing it on this side and we brought it up, we would have been disrupting this side. So we'd put it away from my left, which means bring it to my right. Alright? So that's pretty much all it means. And what you wanna do, so as I mentioned, bring it up, move it away from the side that got disrupted, and fix the side that got disrupted. See how these three are fine now? But this is in the top layer? Yeah, that's what we need. So again, we're going to connect it to the right blue. And we realize that we had the same case again. So you move it to your dominant, put it down, do an F move, and fix this. There we go. That's the cross. So now we're moving on to the second part of the first layer. And how that works is by inserting these corner pieces, white corner pieces. These are pieces that have three sides, but always have to have at least one white. I mean, they only can have one white, so one of them has to be white. So again, you want to search for them in the top layer. Now this is pretty much the best case you can get, which is a white on this side or on this side. So any of these two sides is good. This is kind of difficult, and then there's also some that are already inserted, but I'll teach you how to get those out and how to get these out. These aren't in the top layer, so we need to get them out. So we're going to start by a case that already has the top layer. So you want to make sure the white is on either of these sides. What you want to do is move it toward, so basically you have it in this spot. No, there's nothing good about the spot. It's a random spot. What you want to do is put it in the right spot. So the right spot can be identified by these two colors. See how you have red and green? You want to move it in between red and green. So if we move it this way, that's not the right side. None of these are red or green. We move it to this side. This is half right. We have a green, but we have no red. So we continue moving it. And now this is the right spot. We have one red and one green. So the angle you want to look at it this time is using these three sides. Instead of just the simple 2 for the cross, we need to look out for 3 sides. So what you want to do is make sure, so basically after you've put it in the right spot, you want to get this piece to face you. So you want to do this. Now you're only looking at 2 sides with this piece facing you. Make sure it is facing you. That's how you insert. So now it's on our right side. So realize this would be our right side. This would be our left side. It can only be on these 2 spots with it facing us. So if it was facing this side, it would be on our right. If the white was facing this way and facing us, this would be our left side. So in this case, it's our right side. So we see how we have it in the right spot, and we go to insert. Now, inserting is like an algorithm. It can be RUR prime, so RUR prime, or LUL prime, which means R, and then the up, so that's up layer, so the top layer, and then reverse R. So how this works is, or I'll just teach you another way if you don't like algorithms or you don't know the faces. So what you do, you have it on this side, on your right side, you move it to your left only once. You don't do a double flick. You wouldn't do 1, 2. You would only do 1. So you move it to your left once, and you would bring up your right because you need to insert it on your right. So move it to your left, bring up your right, and I'll bring this back to how it originally was. So now this is where it was in the right spot, but we see we've disrupted our cross. So now we need to fix the cross. And boom, we've moved it here. See how this is working out? So we had it up here. So away from the side that it goes in, up the side that it goes in, back to the side it goes in, and fix the side it goes in of the cross. So that's pretty much it. Move it away from the side that goes in, move the side up, bring it back, and put it down. There we go. We've inserted it. So now we search for another piece in the top layer. Oh, boom. We've got the case that we need. This is with one of the whites facing either of these two sides, but not up. So this is a bad case. This is a good case. So again, we move it to the right sides. So red is over here, but that's not blue. Move it away. That's not blue, that's not red. Move it again. That's blue, but there's no red. And now we move it again. That's blue, and that's red. So now we need to do the same thing we did, except this is not the way we'd hold it. Last time we held it like this. Now we need to hold it like this, because remember I was saying the white needs to face you. So now what you want to do is do the same thing. So this time it's on our left, so move it away from our left. So now it's to our right, only once. And then bring up our left, because that's where it belongs. See how this is the right spot? It belongs over here. So this is our left spot. So we would move it away from our left, so that means towards our right. Put up our left, and I'll bring this piece back so that it faces us. And now just put it down. There we go, we've done another piece. So it's working out. The next, we search for the next piece, and we see that both of them are in the top layer, so you just choose any one. So I'm just gonna go for this one, and I see it's already in the white, in the right spot. So we have orange and blue, okay? So now we hold it with the white facing us, which would be not this way, but it would be this way. So we do the same case by inserting. So we move it away from our left, which means to our right. So that's to our right. And then we'd put up our left again. And then we'd put it back and insert. So again, this is the previous case we had. So put it towards our right. Put up our left. 1 second. Okay, so we would put, okay, no, that's not what I meant. So we'd put it towards our right. Move up our left, because that's where it belongs, in the left slot. And then we put it up. And then we bring it back. And then we put it down. Just excuse the background noise for a moment. So now we've pretty much done 3 of them, and we only need 1 more. So remember, I've been holding the white at the bottom the whole time. And we search for it. And I just saw it, so it's over here. So now we find the 2 colors. Well, it can only go in one spot, so we hover it above the right spot. So orange, green. Now we hold it facing us, and what you would do, move it towards your left because it needs to go inside the right. See how it's on the right side? This is the right side. We'd move it towards our left, put up the right, move it back to the right, and put it down. There we go. We've done the first layer. Now, make sure this stays together. Now there are different faces like this. You have everything done and you have just this. Now, see how this is facing the up and not any of these two? So what you want to do is move it up. So you want to hover it above an empty spot. So you'd put it up, move it twice. So basically I would move it up on any side, this side or this side. So I move it up and flick it twice. So just move the top layer twice. 1, 2. Now it's over here and it's out of the way. Because if we only move it, so say suppose we have it like this. Oh, no, that's not what we had. Yeah, so if we did this, and we did this, and then we put it down, it would come here. So we just need to go like this, double flick, down, and now all we need to do is insert like that. And that should be it, except for this one more case. So what you want to do is any side, mostly this side, put it up, double flick, and then insert. Peace.